So the German Bowl is starting right now and my live streams are screwing up. It's between the New Yorker Lions and the Swedish Hall Unicorns. And that's New Yorker, which is a store, not the actual place New York. They're actually from a town called Braunschweig. Oh god, I need coffee to open my eyes to watch this live stream. Good morning, good morning. I'm not heading to the gym because I have my backpack. I'm not heading out to Long Snap because I left one of my balls up at the house. I just grabbed my backpack because I have cleats in there. Nick wants to play flag and I need to go pick up Willie. We don't know where the field is going to be. And I need coffee. So I have an old Star Schmucks thing that's been in the apartment for a while. I should send that to Willie right now. Well, I'm heading down to get you. If Nick can't find a field, I guess we'll just swing by and do back at the gym. Not make a complete waste of this trip. A lot of youth football is happening right now. So far, in 20 hours, I've only had one person enter the contest for the giveaway. It's open for 14 days, so whatever. But if this trend continues, then we've got like nothing. We've got not much going on. One person's gonna win because only one person entered. So yeah, it's Friday's video. Got to figure out during the video when I say it. I'm just gonna keep saying that it's the video. There's a card up there for it. Anyways, I will chat with you guys because I gotta drive. And I gotta drink coffee. We're at Witch Hazel Elementary. There's Willie. There's Nick. And I got pee real bad. The thing is, there's a porta potty right there, but I have to walk out and around to get back to it and then come back here and hop this fence. Fun. So I'm just not gonna worry about it. Oh god, did I bring gloves? Also, if you can't find where are my gloves? Well, I went until my hamstring couldn't anymore, so Willie and Nick are still out there. There's Willie. There's Nick. He rolled his ankle, so he's all-time QB now. Or at least for his team. We were using that field, but soccer happened. Specifics are sweat. It's Portland, so that's just what happens. We were doing something fun, but then soccer happened. So that's what's going on there. Got a cute little play place. We're actually at an elementary school. Witch Hazel. I'm also kind of calorically drained. This actually been a good while. We got here at like 10-ish. What are you doing, phone? Oh, it's noon. I was doing that at least an hour. That's actually pretty good. That's good. Considering it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's cool. I love how they have these little, like, speaker box things. Making the kids do real work. Yeah. Oh, these aren't even... Okay, these are not padded chains because they gotta roll together. These are... I'm losing my mind. Oh, man. This is so cool. Wow. That's good to teach them. Put it on their play place and they'll memorize it forever. That's a funky looking ladder. I'm gonna watch Nick on defense here. Oh God. Oh, why are you being... Oh, sorry. Laid the backpack down on the camera. Filled this thing up before I left, but I took the... As you guys remember, I took this thing because I was going to fill up like the water bottle, but then I realized this might not be completely heat thing because it's got a straw thing. And I know that that's probably not the greatest to put in hot stuff, right, Aaron?
Yeah, really not.
Whereas the one that he's on is more of a thermos style.
Well, no, they're both just a single thin layer of metal, so they're not good for heat.
Okay. Yeah, because this thing, which I can't unscrew right now. Oh my God, that metal is very cold on my bare skin. Holy crap. Expecting that. See how it's like thicker on the inside? It also says Star Schmucks. Not sponsored. So yeah, but I filled this thing up because I think, man, I'm like kind of weirdly calorically dazed. I mean, I did have a fudge covered Twinkie. I swung by Chevron because I was like, I probably shouldn't have a sugary drink. I should probably have like, solid sugar. So I swung by the Chevron near Willie's house, and I was looking for like donuts, as like 7-Eleven sometimes has donuts like just sitting there. Apparently the Chevron did not have donuts. They're like, all we have is the like Donettes and Hostess stuff. So I'm like, well, fine, I'm picking up fudge covered Twinkies because America. I gave Willie one.
What were they, by the way?
It's a fudge covered Twinkie. The fudge overpowered the cake, and so it basically was like solid-ish fudge with a little bit of air around the creamy center, rather than the Twinkie, which you can kind of bite into the cake stuff and taste it, and then the cream. The fudge overpowered the cake.
So it was kind of like one of those Swiss rolls, where you've got just chocolatey and then creamy?
Yes, but less. Because the Swiss rolls are the ones that like have that. Yes, but no. I mean, it was functionally the same, but that is like an actual like chocolate roll with cream rolled into it.
Yeah.
As a Twinkie has like the tube of cream in it. So this was kind of like, I guess the tasty texture thing was close to like a chocolate covered Bismarck, but with not custard, but with the Twinkie cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Willie and I were trying to figure this one out. Maybe you might have a little bit more idea. What are those nasty things that are Krispy Kreme that I got one time way back when I first went to Krispy Kreme and thought that their cream filled was like custard filled, but it's not. Is it whipped cream they have in there, or they have like a weird soury cream?
It's
I don't know why I'm focused on myself. He is talking.
It's Krispy Kreme. It's their kind of trademarked brand thing. It's a very sweet. It's been a while since I've had it, so I'm thinking it's kind of like a thick, sweet whipped cream.
Almost like a meringue in a way.
No.
Meringue's really solid though.
Yeah, meringue is. Yeah, it's not meringue.
When I remember, it was thin because I was expecting custard like a Bismarck.
Yeah, it's like whipped cream. It's that same consistency, but it's
there's
much sweeter.
It's like super sweet.
Like you can almost taste the sugar.
Oh, maybe it's like whipped Splenda.
Ugh.
Oh my God! Now that I just what? All right, I'm gonna go back to the gym. Aaron says if he could get a program running, he'll come with me. If not, I have to swing back by and get him after I do back and my physical therapy. So that's what's going on. We will probably vlog again when we are eating, wherever that is. All right, we came by wood-fired pizza again from last week.
Because it's good.
I got the same pizza thing. Aaron actually wound up getting a scramble. Are you zoomed? My arm giving up? My arm gave up. I was like really close. I was like, well, are we zoomed in? No, my arm is not giving me, is not being fun.
Yeah.
We're still playing country. It did kind of rain while we were in there, but it's not raining now. It sprinkled a smidge.
Yeah, not too bad though.
Yeah. So, since I've just basically eaten I say that with clauses, like I didn't just do it. I ate an entire pizza myself.
A small or a medium pizza.
It's a 10-inch pizza, but unlike last time, this one was like armadilloed with pepperoni.
Oh, good.
Well, I thought you saw it.
Oh, I did. I just...
Like it had large pieces of pepperoni draped over the slices, as well as like smaller pepperonis on top of it. Whereas the other one was just sort of like, let's just throw a bunch, like a whole pack of pepperoni. So they were like, as you guys remember last week, they were like 4 pepperonis on top of each other. But yeah, I'm not sure if I brought this up, considering it's like it happened while I was playing Flag. What are you doing?
I'm knocking off the screen.
Oh, because I haven't turned the car on yet. So
Yeah. So I can press as hard as I need to.
the Swedish Hall Unicorns have won the German Bowl. This is taking it away from the New Yorker Braunschweig Lions. I know I told you guys I was trying to watch it this morning on the live stream, but things from Germany get weird with live streams.
Yeah.
But the Unicorns wound up winning. The Lions had actually won it the last 4 years. So good for them for unseating the reigning kings. Plus, Nick Alfieri he went to Jesuit and Georgetown, but he's lived here in Portland. He plays on the Unicorns. I will have a card to his channel, and there will be also another card to probably his vlog if he posts one about the win or whatnot. I don't know how this is going, considering this is taking place now, and this video won't go live, and I won't do post-production on it till Monday.
Yeah.
So there's a card up there right now that will lead to something, and you could subscribe to him. Since this season's over, he'll be heading back, and maybe, possibly, I don't know, we can collab if he comes home and wants to vlog or something. I don't know.
Yeah. If he decides he wants to,
Yay!
not going to turn it down.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn it down. I can even bring Willie so we can have like a trio. You know, because Willie and I are both interested in going over to Germany, and we could like interview him as to how everything works and stuff. Anyways, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna wiggle Pokemon there a little bit and idle around the parking lot until my phone goes to sleep. I'm cheating! So it's like 10 o'clock, and I'm mildly hungry, and I don't really want to go to bed on an empty stomach, but I just need to get off my computer. And we're like naming off stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not really all that hungry. I was kind of thinking like, you know, just go to like Bannings or Sherry's and just sort of sit around, but that's just the two of us. We don't have anybody that'll come at this late hour and just sort of like, hey, you want to go sit at like a restaurant and just chat? And we don't have anybody like that anymore. We moved out of Vancouver. That is the town's name. And so Aaron's like, we could do McDelivery. And I swore to him, I'm like, I'm never going to be that lazy. I'm never going to be that American. But I had a fudge encased Twinkie today. So I think I'm already on the downslide. I'm already on the slip and slide to falling further from grace.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I was joking. Like, I do not actually want to do McDelivery.
I'm not even being celebratory because I wound up going through and getting a complete set of transmog gear by running all of the raids in Pandaria. The heroic ones nonetheless. And I got the Shah of Fabulous. They're all great achievement names. Hot Couture. You got it from Molten Core, right? Huh? Firelands. You finished your Firelands one. It's one of the two.
Yeah. Oh, it was Molten Core.
Yeah. Whatever. But like all the rest of them are funky named. Because it's people, and some people are like, oh, did they just sort of give up on naming achievements? Do you know? Do you know? Look at the Nax achievements. Achievements came out in Wrath of the Lich King, and Nax Ramus 10 player had some of the goofiest names of achievements. And we thought it couldn't get much worse after Ulduar. Then it couldn't get much worse after ICC. And now we're looking at the Shah of Fabulous, which is those achievements are recent additions to the achievement system.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
They came in like 7-1 with because they're supposed to have the fashion dance-off thing. And you basically go to the stage and you pick a set you have completed or one of your transmogs and people vote on it. I don't know how it works. I didn't go to it, but
I suggested Taco Bell, which is full of carbs.
it's not full of carbs. Eating 12 tacos is.
Okay.
Like, it's not necessarily full of carbs if you eat like a burrito. Well, that's got a lot of beans in it. You don't eat beans, but regardless, it's sort of like, oh, well, you know, a Big Mac doesn't really have that many carbs in it. It's got 3 buns. Yeah, if you eat 12 Big Macs, that is not a challenge I want to do. I like being at crunch. I do not like being on cardio that much.
Yeah.
Actually, considering how my body's working right now, I would just, my poor toilet, I would, it wouldn't even get into my system, per se. But anyways, that's gross. We're gonna figure something out, because I don't want to eat a power bar. And we're like low enough on milk that if I make an actual protein shake, Aaron might not have milk in the morning. So, or whatever. We'll figure it out. Morning. It's, got my leg up the wall, that's why. 9:30. Been up for like an hour and a half now. I'm not going to the gym with Willie. I'm still going to the gym, but I'm not going with him because he has practice. He's probably on his way to practice right now. With the Mafia, because that's at 10 o'clock. But I was like, my leg was not having me after yesterday with flag and then physical therapy. So yeah. Oh, we wound up going to IHOP last night and I found espresso pancakes. So I didn't go to sleep till like 1 o'clock. Because they hadn't like an espresso bean on it. But anyways, yeah. So I'm going to be heading to the gym here to do legs. I'm just stretching this one as I do every morning. I think it's part of the way I sleep, because I sleep on my left side. So I face this way. And my right leg, my left leg, the one I'm laying on, is straight out underneath me. And then the other one is pulled in like 90 degrees and then flopped over. It kind of works as a lean-to, I guess. So my hamstring is like pulled. It's like extended over the glute or the butt area, but then it's contracted at the knee. And so sometimes it takes a bit in the morning because I have to like pick the hips up off the ground in order to stretch decently. And then after a little bit I can drop the hip onto the ground and get deeper on the hamstring. But yeah, what I'm talking about is I sleep like this. Yeah. And I was just stretching my legs, getting stuff. We don't really have to beat a mod. We're going to go earlier this week because the last time we've gone it's just been packed. We've been getting a lot of comments about flabby, fatty. Oh, someone did ask how old I was. Love answering that question. Taking a while to guess. The video is... Oh, Fufu Killer got back to me on helpful from Friday's video. He said helpful. Did I already say that? I'm losing my mind. Because I've had waffles and yogurt and coffee this morning. I'm still asleep. I was going to go to the gym and let him be in for that little bit extra time. And whatnot. Well, as I posted on Facebook, that is not the worst leg day I've had since the season ended. That still reigns in it, Bill. Yeah, I'm just leaving now. It's 1:15. Everything's getting later today because I got distracted at home. Didn't get to the gym at like 10 when I thought I was going to be getting there. That's fun. That's cool. I have noodle legs. I'm going to be pigging out. Not necessarily for the rest of the day, but I need some water. Do you guys see how wet I am? I didn't do any cardio either. Forget how quiet this car is, and I can hear everybody else's car. But anyways, see you guys after mod. I'm going to have a different shirt. This shirt is gross. Yeah, like I said, everything's late today. Everything's late.
Yeah.
Come on, unlatch. Like, I hate it when the seatbelt does that. I'm like, the car's not even on, and you're like, gonk, gonk.
It's a good thing. It means...
Oh, I know it's a good thing, but it's like, I understand that like if I push on the brake too fast, it like will lock, and that's probably what happened. But I was like, the car's not even on. There's no way for this car to be moving, and yet the seatbelt's locked itself.
Because it's a purely mechanical thing. Pulling the seatbelt with too much jerk, it locks up, so that you don't just...
Third derivative! There was a joke, someone... Yeah. I was telling them,
I know.
There was a joke, someone wore a shirt, and it said D cubed S over dt cubed, and I'm like, wait a second, that's just dy over dx, and the cubed makes it the third derivative, and that's jerk factor. So I got the shirt, but then I was like, someone's like, can anybody explain this? I'm like, it's the third derivative, it's a calculus thing. They're like, well, what's that mean? I was like, or they said, and then they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That does it to you? And I'm like, I don't know why they just put it as like Y triple prime, because that would have made it so much more cryptic. And like finally someone asked like the next day, they're like, so what does it mean? Quit being a jerk. What does it mean? I was like, well, the third derivative is the jerk factor. To which the guy who originally posted it went, so you're being a jerk about disclosing the information about a jerk factor. And I went, yeah, kind of meta, isn't it? He's like, you never cease to amaze me. We're off to Fred Meyer and to get gas. We got 17 miles left on the tank.
Yeah.
I should check my
Points?
no.
Notifications?
Yes, before I start driving, because that thing's like super illegal. You know, like K2 actually posted something. Have you guys noticed less or more? And I'm sitting here like, well, now that I'm not looking at my phone anymore, so I've noticed it more. But other people who never looked at their stuff before are saying that they've noticed they happen a hell of a lot more. The new law went into effect.
I haven't noticed either way, but I can definitely see it happening. See it being noticed more.
Yeah.
And I'm only leaning over here so that the sun doesn't shine all off my phone and blind anyone.
Now they brought up the fuel points, I'm going to check it. Not that we really, we're going to go straight to Fred Meyer. It's not 17 miles to Fred Meyer.
No.
Oh God, should we add a banana to my list?
Why?
Add a banana. Fred Meyer cinnamon raisin bagels. Tender twist wheat bread. I can literally add lists because it has memorized what the heck I usually buy. It doesn't matter, we still have 163 left over from September, so that's what we're going to be using, unless the person gets all weird. Of course, I think I have to be the stupid idiot now, and I have to go in on this side for the pump, because the thing is, if you don't stick the thing in all the way and it pulls out a little bit, the car will shut the fuel door on the inside, and it'll start bubbling gas out the outside. Like, I got gas, and there was just gas dripping out the side of the car.
Oh my.
Because the guy's like, I don't know what's going on, and he kept trying to jam it in upside down, and I was just like, next time I'm just going to pull in so the pump's over there so they can jam it in all the way rather than...
Yeah.
Smart car, a lot of safety things. Leads to gas spilling out everywhere. Yeah. I'm going to finish his sentence for him. Since you have a whole bunch of stuff to carry, I'm going to go check the mail. Yeah, and leave me to carry all this stuff and have to figure out how to get the top down. It's not a big deal. I can do it. It's just... And I got to come back over here. The car. Because he had it in his mind when we first went to Fred Meyer that he needed to set a reminder to call the Toyota dealership about our license plate. And I said, dude, I haven't checked the mail in like 3 days because I got lazy. And he said, oh, okay. So we get home, the first thing he goes to go check is the mail, completely forgetting that I can't unlock the door. So did we get it?
No.
Okay.
Also, I don't think the plates would fit in the mailbox.
That's true. I've wondered that one the whole time since we've had that car. So, freaking comment on YouTube. He needs to stop smacking his butt. At this point, I'm just sassing him back. You need to appreciate a tight end. Just like, well, we came to the nature park. Apparently the nature park's full of dope duos right now. So,
Level up.
he's not a level 29. Yeah, I mean, you still get a fair bit of items, and they're the top tier items.
Tell me I got any items.
No, it never does. So you decide which way we're going.
This way.
Okay. Healing up the Gyarados that's on the gym right here. 'Cause I can't put anything on him. I decided to come along so I could get a little bit of the lactic acid on my legs worked out. Pokemon Go level rewards. Level 29, you got 10 Ultra Balls, 15 Max Potions, 10 Revives, and 15 Peanut Berries. I understand that a lot of girls talk that way, but I really can't take anyone seriously when they sort of like, oh, I can't believe they just let it go. It might be Portland. The fact that I can't take Valley Girls seriously.
Yeah.
There's an Ursa ring somewhere up ahead. Big fir forest. Sounds like one of those we're going to come across.
Yeah. And appropriately named for an Ursa ring.
Yeah. Big fir forest.
Big fur bear.
Hatching an egg.
Yeah.
It's an oddish. It's an oddish. I'm so happy. So it's always great when people start fighting in the comments because, as I've said, more comments, more money. And if I don't have to make people comment because they're fighting amongst themselves, all the better. So in the process of reading that comment, I swung past on the app, I swung past the analytics. The channel has over 1 million views now.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's another milestone of sorts. But yeah, someone called someone a Republican voter, and then now the person's defending that they're not against Trump. And you got an egg?
Yeah, finally, 5K. Easy.
Good. Yay! So I'm gonna head home. We're heading home here. It's a bit chilly. It's also getting to that dark-ish point. Yeah. Not quite like it was last time we came through here, where it was even getting a little bit weird for me. But once we left the park, it was fine. Plus, it's a little bit colder.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm gonna go home at about 7:30. You start the pizza?
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just watch Sunday Night Football. Well, I thought the Texans were going to pull that one off at the end, and then the morning, I was like, well, I don't need to watch The Simpsons, and then it was just like, nope, this game's not going anywhere. But I was like totally heartbroken watching all of or reading all the various tweets and stuff from JJ Watt this morning, and I was like, no. He's probably going to be not out for very long, though. I mean, yeah, it is a tibular plateau fracture, which they explained during the game what that was, and I thanked them for doing it, even though by the time when they actually said what it was, I was like, tibia, I know what that is. Plateau, I know what those are. Fracture, I know what that is. Let's put all these three things together. In German, that would have been one word. Wow, the pool is steaming. It's not even that cold. I mean, maybe they're now heating that pool.
Could be.
I remember they were when I did a hot tub, when I was doing Tub Talk, they were actually replacing this big round drum thing that was in there. So, and I'm not sure if it was like the filter for the pool, but they had to like take off the door frame to get it out. Like it was too big to fit through the door in any fashion whatsoever. But yeah, the pool that was like, I expect the pools, except like for that one, to be steaming if there were like mild ice on the ground.
Yeah.
And it only be steaming a little because it's circulating and thus keeps a little bit of heat in it. And it's probably about 40 degrees. And when you're that cold, sure, that was hot tub steaming.
Just about, yeah.
It was steaming more than the hot tub. I grant you, there was a far more water content. That pool is empty. Ish. But
Fine, I will relaunch you, Pokemon.
as is by Snapchat this morning, I had to throw the recycle away this morning because the recycle dumpster was so full of unbroken down baby diaper boxes. And then a large cardboard box that someone had a television in too. But
Was the television still in it?
no.
Okay.
It was bent in half, but it wasn't like fully broken down.
Gotcha.
Like there was nothing in it, and I could tell that. And I was like, well, it was a flat screen, so it wouldn't have taken up that much room to begin with. It was just stood up against the back, but it's still like, you could have broke it down for those extra inches.
Yeah.
Considering you're the length of the dumpster. Yeah, our televisions are getting huge.
Yeah.
So, and I looked over at the actual garbage dumpster, which was half full. So I just threw the recycle in there. I'm like 3 or 4 times a year, I gotta throw the recycle away because the recycle is so full.
Yeah. So I have this, I guess, lingering, forgot the word, but thing, where I think oh, you live in an apartment. Obviously you're not doing that well financially, which is my first issue that I need to get past. So why are you buying a giant TV that costs a month and a half of rent? Or more.
I don't know. If they were living in one of the townhomes, you're at about a month and a half of rent. I was thinking about a 4K television that costs $4,000.
Yeah.
And a month and a half of rent would be
on your wall without,
drilling into the structure.
Yeah. I need to get past that first part of you live in an apartment, you don't make that much, because it's not true anymore.
Well, yeah. Well, it hasn't been really true for a while because there's these wonderful things called condos.
Yeah.
And they act like apartments, but people buy them and pay mortgages on them. That's what's going on with that. So, but I understand what you mean. More and more apartments are becoming like permanent resident places rather than transitionary places before people buy a house.
Yeah.
Your train is pulling in right now.
I'm not gonna make it.
All right.
I can't run right now.
I know.
Bye.
Hurry. My egg hatched. Mankey. Hurry.